Ever feel like you're drowning in a sea of habits you should start or stop? How do we even begin to sort through all that noise? What are habits? Habits are like the autopilot setting on our behavior. They're those things we do without even thinking about them. We know we do them, but we can't imagine not doing them. There are three elements of a habit. The spark. This is the trigger or cue that initiates the habit. It can be a specific time of day, a certain place, an emotional state, or an event that prompts you to start the habit. The action. This is the behavior or activity that makes up the habit. It's the actual thing you do, whether it's physical, mental, or emotional. The reward. This is the benefit or satisfaction you get from completing the habit. It's what reinforces the habit loop and makes you more likely to repeat the behavior in the future. Why are habits so challenging? Habits can be tough because our brains love patterns, and once a habit is formed, it's like a well-worn path. Changing that path takes effort and time. Our brains are wired to seek pleasure and avoid pain. So when a habit is pleasurable, like snacking, our brain wants more, making it hard to break. On the flip side, stopping a habit, like procrastinating, can be painful, so our brain resists change. Our surroundings play a big role too. Triggers in our environment, like seeing a donut, can activate a habit loop before we even realize it. Breaking this cycle means changing our environment or our response to triggers. One big reason habits are tough to change is that we often try to do too much too soon. We get excited and want to overhaul our entire life overnight. But habits are like a marathon, not a sprint. Trying to change everything at once can be overwhelming and set us up for failure. How can we stay focused so our goals are achievable and sustainable? First up, we have physical habits. These are all about taking care of our bodies, like exercising regularly, eating nutritious food, and getting enough rest. Starting with something simple, like a short walk every day, can lead to big changes over time. Next, we have mental habits. These are the habits that keep our minds sharp and focused. Things like reading regularly, practicing gratitude, and learning new skills. Starting with just a few minutes of meditation each day can work wonders for our mental well-being. Last but not least, we have spiritual habits. These are about connecting with something greater than ourselves, whatever that may be for you. It could be meditation, prayer, or simply spending time in nature. Starting with a daily moment of reflection can bring a sense of peace and purpose to our lives. How do we make our habits stick? Instead of trying to tackle everything at once, let's pick one habit from each category. Don't try to walk a marathon on day one. Start with a short walk around the block. Don't try to read a book in one sitting. Start with just a few pages. And don't try to be a gratitude guru overnight. Start by writing down just one thing you're grateful for each day. Once you've got these habits ingrained in your daily routine, you can start to build on them. Maybe you increase your walk to 15 minutes, or you start reading for 20 minutes instead of 10. The key is to let these habits grow naturally, like a plant that you water and nurture every day. When choosing a new habit, consider its sustainability. Will you realistically be able to maintain this habit for the long haul? For example, committing to daily gym visits might not be feasible for years to come. Keep it simple. If your answer is no, it might be time to simplify. Maybe setting up a home gym is a more realistic approach. If your exercises are too complex, simplify them. Identify obstacles to your habits and eliminate them. It's better to do something consistently than to do nothing at all. Take this story about Justine, a busy professional juggling a demanding job and family responsibilities. She decided to improve her health by incorporating daily habits like tracking her food intake and ensuring she felt satisfied after meals. Instead of aiming for a drastic diet overhaul, Justine focused on small, sustainable changes. She also committed to working out for just 30 minutes a day, opting for home workouts to save time. During her workouts, she listened to book summaries, making her exercise routine not just physically rewarding, but mentally stimulating too. By keeping her habits simple and enjoyable, Justine found she could easily stick to them, leading to a healthier and happier lifestyle. Just like Justine, we can make these habits stick by keeping them simple, focusing on the long term, and removing any obstacles in our way. Hope you found these tips helpful. Catch you on the next video, and remember that small habits lead to big results.